All right, Kamala Harris is making the lines right now because of what happened in Atlanta. Megan The Stallion actually opened up the rally in a very controversial way, let's just put it that way. And this is actually causing a lot of people to stumble. This is a lot of, I guess, let me just be and have my perspective. Immorality has been spread out, not only in social media, but the way we interact with people, the way we govern people. It's not a new thing, but we can see from one side, one political party is technically using Christianity to use it for their purpose. For the other side, it's just technically going to the left, going woke. What are we doing with this stuff? Like, as a Christian people, what are we thinking and supporting stuff like this? Because one side, like, again, they're using Christianity, and the other side is just simply just mocking Christianity. So we're gonna go see this video where Megan The Stallion is just going crazy in a way that she, you know how she is. But I'm not exposing the way. Like I said, first of all, I want to tell you this: if you're struggling with watching things and it causes you to fall in temptation and stuff like that, don't watch this. I just want to give you that heads up. But I want to make sure you understand why this type of behavior is corrupting our souls, is corrupting our life. And I'm just going to go at the end, react with a Bible verse that is just going to, I think I'm just going to hit the nail in the head with this Bible verse. So stay at the end. I have a couple of videos. One is just showing you Megan The Stallion doing what she's doing, and then people reacting to this. Just a little one video. It's very short. Again, hide your kids, hide your wife. If somebody is struggling with corn, please don't do this, because it can actually cost you. I don't want to trigger you. This is just a warning. Again, I don't want to trigger you. Make sure that you cover people's eyes and kids, not people's eyes, but just, you know, some people actually struggling with. All right, let's just go straight to the point. I'm gonna fast. I don't want to have any copyrights. Here we go. Mama have a problem with him. Somebody call me out, I'm about to drop with him. With the state, cause he get a wild with him. Put his leg on his head, I love how with him. You will never get the college these being petty. I ain't mine, mama, just to make it happy. Lifestyle with him, take better. It never happened if the what's happened. I'm a hot girl, I'm too hot. This shit come on my outfit. Don't say quit, cause I ain't thirsty. These dudes mad, they wanna hurt me. I'm a hot girl, put his leg on his head, I love how with him. You will never get the college these being petty. I ain't mine, mama, just to make it happy. Lifestyle with him, take better. It looks funny. It never happened if the what's happened. I'm a hot girl, I'm too hot. This shit come on my outfit. Don't say quit, cause I ain't thirsty. I can just tell you this. This is not the way. If we are going to pretend that we care about people, this could actually, like me, if I was actually running for president in that sense, like, I'm not going to have her doing this, because first of all, it is not the way we encourage health. We encourage healthy lifestyles. We encourage to stay away from corn. We don't encourage actually something. We are triggering things into people. Look at this lady right here. Let me just put it that way. There's this lady just staring at her. Right? Let me just turn off the sound so you can see reactions into people. And I'm gonna slow it super slow down, so you can see people's reactions. Right? This is the most important thing. I don't. This is not okay. That's John Mayer right there. This is not okay. I don't know what makes you think that this is okay with. Look at this guy right here. He's just staring at her. People from left, people from the right. There's actually TikToks out there with people going to the gym and they want to show the entire body. All of a sudden, they want to critique and they want to slam people because they're staring at them. This is what we are promoting. If this is what you guys want, if this is what you need, look at this guy right here. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at this kid. He's red because he's like, dang. This is terrible. This is terrible. We are promoting, we are triggering. And the worst thing about this is like every single woman is taking, especially this guy right here. Is that a woman? Sorry, I didn't even know these days. Is just staring at her with not the good intention that everybody actually sees. Look at this guy right here. He's trying to probably see if his wife is coming because he's taking video of what's happening. It's not okay. Let's go watch the next one, where this lady is just telling us exactly what is happening. This is just not okay.
Is this appropriate for a presidential campaign rally? That's the ridiculous question being asked after Megan The Stallion performed 2 songs to open a campaign rally for Kamala Harris in Atlanta, Georgia, where about 10,000 people showed up, according to Reuters. Right-wingers are clutching their pearls at the 3-time Grammy winner's performance of her song Savage, apparently offended by lines like,
with the state, 'cause he's in the wild women, put the bags on his head, and I love tall women.
And
But I'm classy, rich, but I'm ratchet. Haters kept my name in their mouth, now they get.
but they're probably more offended by this.
Now I know my ladies in the crowd love their body. Real hot girls. And if you want to keep loving your body, you know who to go for.
You know, women controlling their own bodies. They're calling the performance pandering to black people when it's really just infusing new energy into the race, particularly among young voters, which is what really threatens Republicans. Meanwhile, Trump is refusing to debate Harris, prompting her to call
Trump and stuff like that. There's just what I'm saying is this. I'll just go to the Bible and say, I can stand politics. So that's exactly what it is. It's just we're mixing everything to win a race and to win power over the people so we can impose what we believe. This is exactly the problem these days. This is exactly what actually is happening and it happened to the Olympics. With the Olympics, I'm sorry. They try to impose and they try to say, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Of course you did. This is something that people has agendas and they want to run those agendas by the book. Now, I'm going to say everything's demonic. No, we allow the demons. We allow devils. We allow the devil do and have his will because we allow it. Because we trigger people, because we don't consider people spiritual stage. And then we contribute. We are people who make people fall because we don't care. We literally don't care about our neighbor. One of the commandments is literally love your neighbor the way you love yourself. But the problem is that we love ourselves more and we don't think about others because we want to please ourselves. If we love someone, it's because we love ourselves first. And the way I love myself is I want to be healthy. I want to have good eyes. I want to have good thoughts. But if I'm allowing and I'm just saying I'm just dressing this way and, whoever sees me is their fault, that is correct. It's up to you to control the way you think. But if you want to be a person who makes people fall into temptation, I'm sorry, you have a problem. You have a problem. Now I'm just going to go into the Bible really quick. Romans 12:2. And this is for all my Christian friends, my people. What do we do with things like this happen? Romans 12:2. Don't copy the behavior and customs of this world, but let God transform you into a new person by changing the way you think. They are trying to make us think in a different way of our bodies. They try to make us think that our bodies are slaves of sexual desires. Let me just be honest and clear. They want to make us think that we have control over sex. But let me just tell you this: the devil has control because we give him control. Then you will learn to know God's will for you, which is good and pleasing and perfect. We attack and we accuse God of being immoral. We attack and accuse God because we don't know God. We don't know that perfect morality and the standard of morality comes from God. And yet we are here telling, I am God. I am who rules my life. And because of pride, I want to make sure God is not allowed into this conversation. God is not allowed into the equation. We take God out of the equation. We're going to take God out of our personal lives. We're going to take God out of the government. We're going to take God out of everything. God is not going to be present, and then destruction comes. We've seen what's been happening in the last 4 years because we opened the door to a different thinking instead of actually humble ourselves and changing the way we think according to God's perfect standard morality. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. All right. So this is what I got to say. I just want to make this video really quick. I hope you guys understand my point. I hope you guys agree with me. I understand everybody's going to do their own thing. Like I said, I'm not surprised because the world is going to do worldly things and they're not going to do godly things. But at the same time, they try to put this image into kids. We saw this kid on the right side. You guys saw it on the screen. Let me just go back so you guys can see this guy. His face was turning red. Look at this guy right here. That's his dad, I guess. Where's he at? See grandma right there. But the point is, like, we make people fall in temptation because the way we live. Look at this guy. You can see he's a young guy. He's just probably a teenager. They look old, though. I'm just put it that way. This generation looks older than them than before, but this is what we are promoting. We're promoting promiscuity. We're promoting sexual immorality. We're promoting sex before marriage. We're promoting literally a mindset against God. We take God out of the equation. And this is the problem with the cancel culture these days. We look for what we can get away with. Let me just be clear with this. Let me just take my screen out of this. We look for what we can get away with to continue a lifestyle that is totally away from God's standard and purpose in our lives. But the Bible says that Jesus said, I always do what pleases the Father. John 8:29. And this is everything that we need to do is live our life. If Jesus, God himself, lived his life according to the purpose of the Father, why we can't do this? Why we can't actually just surrender to God and say, I give you what I cannot control. I give you this addiction. I give you these thoughts. I give you my anxiety. I give you my depression. I give you what I'm carrying right now, my worries. Instead, we try to play God and then destruction comes. Jesus is the standard. Jesus is the example of every single good thing in this world. And if you don't accept Jesus, you cannot get to the Father, which is God. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. I love everybody who's watching this, and I want to give you this. I don't want to accuse you of anything. I just want to give you this information so you can actually start thinking what's good. If you need to change your mindset to a different mindset, I can give you God's mindset because he is the standard. Again, I'm just going to leave you with this. Remember, grace is always available to help us overcome any sin. And if you find this message helpful and want more content that inspires you and lifts your Christian life and walk, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification button. Together, we can grow stronger in the faith and overcome life's challenges. We'll see you next time.